Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your book. P-Funk, thinking right, out here in the lab, doing what I do for you. Weather's nice. I got a lesson for you today. It's gonna be a little something different. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get this party started. Right, rightisms. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message in the story for life. I give life lessons. Today's lesson gonna be a little long. I got about 12 pages to read for you. Break down a few things. I'm gonna read the 42 confessions of Maat, but it's a lesson. That's what I do. Let's go. Right thinking mission. This is what I do. Enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. I'm gonna teach you how to get there. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka knowing thyself. And that's a question that I always ask because as right thinkers, you should have an answer for yourself. I know where I'm at. Let's go. Do you? Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they even know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach you tuning. That's why I do what I do for you. You're going to love this. A person who knows not and believe that they know, dangers, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can wake them up. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I can wake up. Knowledge of self, job to get done. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to Maat be true. You got to have balance in your life. And speaking of balance, I'm about to take you through the 42 negative confessions of Maat. A few of these things are outdated. I know they got a new one. This book is from 7/14/2018. So it's been a few years old. This is information that I was doing when I was studying. Never got around to it. Fresh book, my own words. So hope you enjoy this one. It's called The 42 Confessions of Maat. Okay? Number one, I have not done iniquity. Okay? That means acted out in falsehood, doing nonsensical things, not doing the right thing. Okay? I have not robbed with violence. I used to. I don't do that no more. I have not done violence to anyone or anything. Again, I don't do that no more either. I have not committed theft. I don't steal. I have not murdered. Number 5. I have not murdered man or woman. I'm not a killer. Number 6. I have not defrauded offerings. Meaning I ain't got slick with nobody. I ain't swindled nobody out of nothing. So them days, being slick on the streets, you can swindle people out of things. I have not, number 7, I have not acted deceitfully. I don't do negative things. I don't do things behind people's back. I'm transparent, fair, straight across the board. All right. Number 8, I have not robbed the things that belong to God. Spirituality is important to me. I don't rob nobody other views and concepts of God, so I don't have no problem with that one. Number 10. Now, the commandments, you only get 10. If this is 10 commandments, I have told no lies. I speak, Makadu, I tell you, I speak from the heart. Keep it true. Number 10, I have not snatched away food. I don't take nothing that don't belong to me. If you don't steal, you don't snatch away other people's belongings. You don't cover another man's possessions. Now, I don't know if that's in here, but that's one of them. Somewhere somebody said that. I agree with that. All right, here you go. Next one is number 11. We passed the 10 commandments, and none of them that we heard yet say what's in there. So here we go. And they said this is the 10 commandments come from here. We're going to find out as we go through. Number 11. I have not uttered evil words. When you're respectfully dealing with people, you won't do that. Number 12. I have attacked no one. Living right, doing the right thing. Not that proud of me either. Number 13, I have not slaughtered the cattle that are set apart for God. Ancient times, they used sacred animals for sacrifices. So back then, they meant something. Now, not much. That's what I'm sure they're going to change out. They got a new one coming out. I got to catch up. But remember, this is almost 4 years old information. It don't change. Why? It's still in ancient times. So here we go. Number 14, I have not eaten my heart. That means I have not been overcome with anguish, been distraught, or put myself in a negative position, lying, okay, perjuring yourself, saying untruths, okay. Number 15, I have not laid waste to the plowed land. Another one, I'm not a farmer, so that doesn't apply to me. 16, I have not I have not been an eavesdropper or pried into matters to make mischief. I mind my business. Getting involved with other people's stuff always end up bad. So I learned to let that go. Got nothing to do with me. I leave it go. All right. 17. I have not spoken against anyone. Gossiping. I don't backbite. Okay. I tell you to your face. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you. 18. I have not allowed myself to become angry without cause. I'm staying in a peaceful state. I like to be in my hotep state of mind. I just try to keep calm. I'm human. But no, I'm good. All right. Next one, 19. I have not committed adultery, homosexuality. I have not laid with the same sex. I have not slept with anybody outside my marriage. So those things don't apply to me. I don't have that problem also. And I can say that. I have not committed any sin against my own purity. Yeah, I don't not cheat because I'm married. I don't cheat because I'm honest with myself. Difference. I have not violated sacred times of season. Again, I know what's going on, period. 22, I have not done that which is abominable. Things done in the dark will be brought to light. If you're cheating, you got a side chick, you're dipping and dabbing, all that stuff will come out. But if you're making confessions, these are things that you say you don't do anymore. I didn't say I never did. I don't do them now, okay? 20, 30 years ago, I couldn't say none of these. So I know I changed, all right? Here you go, 23. I have not uttered fiery words. I have not been a man or a woman of anger. I don't conduct myself out of anger. I try to keep my cool. Okay, I'm getting better at that also. Number 24. I have not stopped my ears of right or wrong. Hearing different things, different concepts. I'm open for suggestion. I'm not above learning. Even though I am a learning man, I still learn from anybody I can. Next one, 25. I have not stirred up strife or disobedience or disturbances, causing problems. Start with this and go to that and go to that. And you got a whole circle of nonsense going on. I have not caused terror. I have not struck I have not struck fear into anyone. I don't swell up on people no more, none of that nonsense. Nope. Try to be respectful and mindful. So those things I'm taking care of. 26, I have not caused anyone to weep. Try not to do things that make people hurt. That's all. 27, I have not lusted or committed fornication, nor have I lain with others of my sex, meaning another man. Ain't happening, okay? I ain't going there. 28, I have not avenged myself. I have things done to me that I don't particularly care for, and the old me would have taken care of it in a different manner, but I'm growing and I'm understanding. So yeah, I have not avenged myself. I'll let karma take care of that situation. I'm learning. 29, I have not worked grief. I have not abused anyone. I don't do those things. Nice guy, good guy, always fair. 30, I have not acted insolently or with violence. Again, peaceful, easygoing guy. I ain't going there. 31, I have not judged hastily. I'm not in the judging business, but I can observe, I can see, and I can give my opinion about what I see. That's not judgment, okay? 32, I have not transgressed or angered God. I keep telling you, I work for him. I do only what's right because I know he's watching. I usually have my eye on me, all seeing. That means God sees all in the heart. I have, 33, I have not multiplied my speech over much. Lying, okay? Just boosting myself up. Ego tripping, I call it. Okay? I'm making yourself more than what you really are. There's a lot of that going on. Okay, number 34, I have not done harm or evil. I don't do that. I'm a good guy. I'm getting there. Number 35, I have not worked treason or curse against the king. If that was for the president, I couldn't say that, but we ain't in that time, so it doesn't apply to me. 36, I have never defiled the water. Peeing in the pond, that was considered, peeing in the Nile was considered not a good thing to do. 37, I have not spoken scornfully. Again, I speak soft and be respectful. 38, I have not cursed the God. Won't do it, don't care what God you profess, that's your call. I understand God. We got our own relationship. The God of my understanding, I don't have a problem doing none of these things. All right, 39, I have not behaved with arrogance. Again, ego tripping. It ain't all about me. Everything I do, I tell you, I give praise and glory to my Maker. I do it for that purpose, okay? Because it's good in His eyes, then I know I'll be blessed, okay? That's my concept. I ain't saying nobody else, just mine. 40, I have not been overwhelmingly proud or sought for distinctions for myself. Again, I don't need the hoorah. No. Give it to the next guy. I get mine from him. Okay, see, man praises me. I don't live for that. All right, here you go. 41, we almost done. I have never magnified my condition beyond what was fitting or increased my wealth except with such things as are just my own possessions by my means of maya. I mean, I live right, I do right, and everything I get, I earn. Last one. I have never thought evil, blasphemy, or slighted the God of my understanding. We curse and say a bunch of stuff, and just, but if you respect God, you refrain from doing that again. Now, I'm going to give you a quick lesson in the summation of the precepts of Maya. This is the lesson time. We just went over them, so hold on, we ain't done yet. All right, let's go. The 42 declarations of purity have profound implications for the spiritual development of the individual as well as society. This is not just for one, it's for all. In the ancient times, Egyptians, everybody by these rules. They may be grouped under 3 basic ethical teachings. You got truth, then you have non-violence, and then you have self-control. In those 42 confessions, you're going to have some that implementing truth, some non-violence, and some self-control. We're going to go over them in a minute. Now, under the heading of self-control, you got 3 subheadings may be added. Balance of mind, or right thinking. So you didn't know about that. Based on reason and non-stealing and sexual sublimation. Refraining from doing your physical desire. I tell you, young man, when you get better at controlling yourself from the waist up, then you're a man. You think your accolades and all the things you do from the waist down? No, that's beastly. Okay? That's another lesson, but I got something for that too. You know the deal. But now let's talk about truth. Out of the 42 confessions, the truth, the numbers were 1, 6, 8, 15, 18, 22, 26, 27, 34. All of those had something to do with truth. And since I'm at the 34, let's just read that. What did 34 say? I have not done harm or evil. Okay, see? The next one, the next heading, non-violence. Verses 2, 4, 5, 10, 12, 14, 23, 25, 29, and 33 are non-violent commitments. Let's see what it says for 33. So I'm right here at the page. 33. I have not multiplied my speech over much, talked too much, and made bad gestures. 33? Let me get that one again. I have not multiplied my speech over much. Okay, they say so. That's falling under the non-violence heading. Let me see 29. What that one say? I have not worked grief. I have not abused anyone. Okay, all these is what you don't do in violence. So it fits. Gotcha. Now, third one. Self-control. Self-control is number 10, 16, 17, 22, 24, 25, 28, 31, 32, 35, 37, 39. Let's start with 35. I have not worked treason or cursed the king, going against the establishment. Back in ancient times, that was important. Okay? They took pride in that. 37. I have not spoken scornfully. Again, conducting itself in a proper manner. Self-control. Okay? Not wilding out. 39. I have not behaved with arrogance. See? It fits. Now, the next one. Let's see what we got here. Balance of mind and reasons are numbers 13, 19, 26, 30, 36, and 38. Let's check with 38. Last one. I have not cursed to God. Balance in mind. See where we're going with this? I hope you understand it. Now, next one is number 5. We got one that says not stealing. 3, 6, 7, 9, 40, 41, and 42. Last one says, I have never thought evil or blasphemy or cited the God of my understanding. Again, non-stealing. Last one, and we can move on. Sexual sublimation. Numbers 11, 20, and 21. It ain't many. It ain't but 3. Let's see what 11 say. 11. I have not uttered evil words. Okay. All right. 20. Let's see what 20 say. 20 says, I have not committed any sin against my own purity. Let's see what this other one say. 21. I have not violated sacred times and season. Okay, I ain't gonna mess with that one. I want to move on, so I'm gonna let that one be. Next one is the path of nonviolence. See, right thinkers' goal here is to help explore the deeper aspects of what is meant by nonviolence. With the use of right thinking philosophy, you will gain understanding of the deep roots of violence. And by doing so, you can remove it out of your human personality. If you know the problem, you can take care of the problem. If you don't know there's a problem, you can't take care of the problem. Knowing thyself is recognizing all the problems and taking care of them on your own. You're responsible for yourself. Watch this. We know that violence is brought on by what? Ignorance. But where does this ignorance come from, and how does it lead to violence? The root of violence and the vice, the curse of violence and vice is ignorance. It all goes back. Ignorance of one true identity as being one with the higher self, God. Once you acquire spiritual, aka self-knowledge, live Maat, there is a peace, a contentment, and total joy and fulfillment without spiritual knowledge, state of ignorance. There is always something that seems to be missing. You always have problems. You always looking for something new, something better. The deeper rooted desires of the human heart wears down a human being's ability to act with reason, thinking right, righteousness, Maat. Now the mind is what? Weakened, and the negative actions are accepted and sanctioned by you, the weak-minded individual. Without knowledge of self, you really don't know what to do to fight off the things that you need to know about yourself to be a better you. That's why you have to get taught. There's teachers, there's sages who do just this. That's why I'm doing it for you. Wow. All right, I'm almost done. I'm going to hold you a little bit longer. Hope you're hanging in there. Hang with me. All right, here you go. Now, there's a cycle of violence, and this is how it starts. First of all, you got ignorance. That's the bottom ring. Then you got desire. That's because you want to do something. Yeah. Then you got greed, passion, weak-minded, irritation, irritability. That means you're looking for a fight. You're irritated. Then that brings on what? Negative actions. From negative actions brings frustration, anger, hatred, leads to violence. You act out, you lash out, you do harm to others at that point. So they knew ancient time. Now, this was modern time. This would be a psychological, oh, I'm giving you. No, but they knew this about your personality. Okay? Now, talk about the 7 rings of the cycle of violence. I'm going to teach you. Let me read this to you right quick. The fool who does not hear, he can do nothing at all. He sees knowledge in ignorance. Usefulness and harmfulness, he does all that one detests. When you function under ignorance, nothing you do is going to be right or good. Okay? The movement to virtue. This is where I'm coming at. Right living, right thinking, the good stuff. All right. The movement of virtue is the path of right thinking, practice, statue of Egyptian mystery system, aka yoga. You have to listen to the teachings, reflect upon them, and live by them in your everyday life. And meditation or intensified understanding and feeling toward the divine and detachment towards the transient world of ordinary human existence. You have to live a spiritual lifestyle. If you worry about material things, if you caught up in what you can get, what you have, you're going to miss the boat. Spirituality ain't about that, okay? Both the practice of right thinking philosophy with the yoga concepts will gradually cause a transformation in your life, which leads you to, watch this, the transformation which leads you from darkness, ignorant, aka, to light, i.e. knowledge of self. That's the purpose of right thinking. Watch this. Ignorance to spiritual knowledge or enlightenment as follows. Spiritual enlightenment, then you got experience of the divine. From the bottom. When you go from ignorance, you start out ignorant. Then you begin to have faith. Faith, along with belief, takes you to the experience of what? The mystical experience when you learn, listen, practice, and you enact. You will get the mystical experience. It's called experience of the divine. After that, you have spiritual enlightenment. It's a process that you have to make happen for yourself. Spiritual enlightenment and immortality. There's 6 steps that make that happen. Let's start with, first of all, understanding in what you're about to do. Self-control and being content and understanding what you're trying to do. Then you have the inner fulfillment by changing and things are starting to happen for you. That makes you what? Takes you to happiness. You're happy about the things you're doing. From happiness becomes that peaceful state, that contentment, that feel good about what you're doing because you're doing it for yourself. And then you end up reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka also known as spiritual immortality, nihas, the awakening. That's the goal of right thinking. That's what I try to get you to understand. I'm glad you tuned in. I hope you got something out of the lesson. It's a little longer, but I'm going to cut it short because I think 20-something minutes of your time be a little long. And the only way you can get this is to tune into my YouTube channel. I don't think I can put this long information in the messenger. So again, I appreciate you tuning in. You know what I do for you. I'll be back. Now we giving lessons. The sage is on the job.